like, dog, look where you came. I don't give a fuck about man, yeah, change. And let your style, and I need my change. DMV, I'm a the year. Legging with my fears. Rapping, but I'm quiet.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. And today, it's the Broncos going up
by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That one good for 33 and a first.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be
29 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Throwing for his line back, and he's got it complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. versus Pierce. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Osweiler throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Osweiler. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, leopard.
On second down, here's Osweiler. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Play clock winding down.
Green 39. Leopard.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Third and long. It's Osweiler. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. Fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he cut that all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, here we go.
They go again with Pierce. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Logan. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And his throw is incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Complete to Amaro on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they try the right side here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call.
Let's go. Leopard. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Gun. Here we go now.
Now Osweiler on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Check. Watch him now, Barney. Watch the ship.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
On first down, Osweiler. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Blue landed. Blue landed. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Osweiler's former teammate in Denver, Malik Jackson, in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Let's go. Leopard.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Gun. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Come on now. Let's go. Over.
From the gun on third down, Osweiler buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And some space here. It's a foot race. 30. And he takes the hold. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Osweiler on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again on 2nd and 10 now, it's Osweiler finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
17, guys. Check it. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green. Leopard. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key to tight end. Watch him now, Barney. Shim.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. On fourth down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First and 10, it's Osweiler. Finds a seam inside the 40. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And now here's a carry heading left, down to the 25. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Detroit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Osweiler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Noah Spence. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Vance Joseph making his mark. His guys will go on fourth down. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Osweiler. And Brave has it over the middle. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now it's Osweiler, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Time running out here on the play clock. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw again is Osweiler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
This is Miller. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. And he finds Jason Morrow. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slam. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's able to put it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Osweiler. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run with Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back to throw. And able to find Green. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's go.
Back throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds, just shy of the end zone at the 1. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This one fielded at the 5. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing, Osweiler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. After the penalty, it's Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it again with Miller. Quick move by Miller. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what?
throw the football. You got to pass it in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage